The Justice Department launched its second antitrust trial against Google on Monday. The DOJ accuses Google of illegally monopolizing the digital ad market. This comes 1 month after a federal judge ruled that Google monopolized the online search market. Nico Grant joins us now from Oakland, California. He's a technology correspondent for the New York Times and has covered Google extensively over the years. Nico, can we start just with a definition of terms here? What is the ad market that we're talking about for those who aren't in the know?
Right. Google obviously very famously has search and it has YouTube, places where it serves ads. But when we say the ad tech business of Google, this is a part that most consumers don't see. It's behind the scenes. Every time you go to a publisher's website, whether it's the New York Times, whether it's the Washington Post, the page loads and you see an ad in the middle of a story. You might see it on the right margin. And this is called a display ad that is found across the web. Essentially, the division within Google that helps to place a lot of these types of ads across the web is what's come under scrutiny in this particular case. Google has technology that publishers use to try to sell ad space. It has technology that marketers use to place ads. And then it has these auction systems that work in the middle as exchanges. And the Department of Justice thinks that that's simply too much concentration of power.
And just to put a figure on this, as I understand it, that 78% of Google's parent company, Alphabet's revenue, and that's $307 billion in revenue, 78% comes from this ads. In other words, this is a big piece of business.
That is the figure for Google Ads overall. So that would include search, which we saw in another DOJ case that resolved last month. And that also includes YouTube and ads on, Google Maps and other places. The particular division within that broad figure is worth about $31 billion in revenue last year, which is 10% of Google's total revenue of $307 billion. I mean, still quite large for, most industries.
And so the Justice Department is saying basically what? That other people who would like to be in the ad game just can't be because Google has basically owns every single piece of it all the way through?
The Justice Department's arguing that Google has rigged this market in its favor. It says that it's used different tactics over the years to do so. One is a major acquisition of a company that most of your viewers might not know. It was called DoubleClick, and it was a big player in the online digital ad ecosystem. Google bought that company, and with that purchase was able to start to concentrate power over different parts of this ecosystem. And the company, the Justice Department is also saying that the company bought other businesses over the years and that it has up to 90% of market share over these types of ads that we see on many websites. And so they are calling for a breakup of this business and a divestment of some type where we might see a part of Google being spun out if the DOJ is successful.
And just under a minute left, Nico, Google says the allegations are, quote, wrong on the facts and it says customers choose Google because its services are the best. What would happen if Google loses out here? How would that change the way the world works?
Well, it could be an important precedent within big tech. There are some legal experts that say that this could be a ruling, if it goes in the DOJ's favor, that impacts Amazon and other players, in which a company is basically building a marketplace and then also acts as a major player within that market. And so, consumers might not see a big difference in Google, how it operates, but it could be used as a lever to continue to regulate the tech industry.
Nico Grant from the New York Times. Thank you, as always, Nico, for walking us through all that.